comedians tonight, guys. So one more comedian, then our headliner. But first, we have one of my favorite comedians, Emma Porter.
Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Emma Porter. I'm gay. Oh, we don't applaud for that anymore? I guess homophobia is making a comeback in 2020. Just as I suspected. I am gay, I'm also a National Merit Scholar. Do you like how I work that in naturally? Like every sales call I ever get, I answer, because usually they're about like student loans, student debt, and I can be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm actually a National Merit Scholar, so student loans are the one thing that I don't know about. Yeah, the rumors are true. I am a National Merit Scholar. I have a genius IQ. I almost went to the National Spelling Bee as a kid, and I would have if it weren't for that damn knee injury. But I'm trying to be more humble, which is never easy, especially when you have so much going for you. Like, there's no book called Humility for Dummies, you know? And even if there was, not really my demographic. Catch me when they print Humility for Geniuses, am I right? I usually am. Did y'all hear that American Idol is back? Woo! Yeah, woo! I don't know anything about it, I never watched it, but I do know that my mom went to high school with Ryan Seacrest, which is really cool when you think about it, until you realize that Ryan Seacrest could have been my dad, and I got gypped. Then if you think about it even more, realize that if my mom had gotten with Ryan Seacrest instead of my father, I would have never existed. So I could have never existed, and I got gypped. And here I am, 19 years in, this prison of existence. And being 19, you know, it's got some perks. You know, I'm young, I'm hip, I'm cool, I'm hot. But you know that. It's also got some downsides. I can't drink, can't rent a car. Schizophrenia doesn't usually set in until your mid-20s, so that's just kind of hanging over my head right now. Like whenever people ask me where I see myself in 5 years, I'm like, probably texting all my friends, yo, you won't believe this, I'm schizophrenic now. I've got some people to introduce you to. But you might not see them. Like, truly, I try to tell my friends, I genuinely believe I'm going to be schizophrenic in a few years. And they're like, you're crazy. And I'm like, you get it. They're like, you're not going to be schizophrenic. And then I explain all of the predispositional symptoms I have. And they're like, well, maybe it won't be that bad, you know? Maybe they'll be nice. The voices. I try to be optimistic about it. I'm like, you know, I love meeting new people, making new friends, making up new friends. Joking about it is how I cope. So I've been dating a lot recently, trying to lock something down before I go nuts. And it's fun, you know, they say love is a game. In my own personal experience, I found that a lot of times that game is who can ignore more red flags. Not to flex, I'm pretty good at it. Definitely better than anyone I've ever been with. Like, I don't understand why girls don't want to date me when they find out I'm Catholic. I'm literally choosing hell for you. That doesn't get me anywhere? That makes me less attractive. Okay, alright. You know, you hear all these songs on the radio like, I catch a grenade for my girl. I jump in front of a train for my girl. I would throw my head on a blade for my girl. I'm talking about the 2010 Smash Hit Grenade by Bruno Mars. But that's kid stuff to me. I'm out here offering eternal damnation. Get on my level. I don't know. It really does, it upsets me when I see a really pretty girl and then her boyfriend. Because I just know she'd have such a better life with me. You with them? Suit yourself. Such a better life with me, like right up until the point where we both die and go to hell forever. But before that, be a goddamn fairy tale. Some days I'm like, hell yeah. And other days I'm like, hell yeah. I think about hell a lot, because I'm a planner. But I have fun while I'm here. I really do. Like I said, I've been dating, and one thing that lesbians love to ask about on dates is your astrology sign. I don't believe in any of that, but I don't want to leave anybody hanging either. So I will note that I'm a Taurus in astrology and a Cancer in society. That's why I've gotten so far. Lesbians really do love to ask about astrology. I remember I was talking to this girl once, and she asked me to send her my astrological chart. And I did, that's to be expected, pretty much like a lesbian's first base. And so I sent her my astrological chart. First thing she says is, wow, a Taurus moon and a Venus rising? You must have a lot of emotional issues. And I was like, you're right, but we haven't even met yet. Usually girls wait until after the breakup to bring up all of my emotional issues. I know lesbians move fast, but I feel like we skipped the good parts there. I don't believe in astrology. I do believe in math. That's why I live by a code. And that code is that an 8 will love and support you. A 9 will ruin your life. I know this because I've dated both. No flex. I know it sounds like a flex, but I said no flex, so legally speaking it isn't. It's like no offense or no homo. Like, an 8 will pick you up from the airport, bring you soup when you're sick. A 9 will have sex with your cousin on Thanksgiving and then turn it into your fault for not warning her that you had a hot cousin. An 8 will text you good morning, hold your hand. A 9 will come to your apartment, drink all of your alcohol, and then throw up in your BMW when you drive them home. I'm just kidding, I did that. And I'm only a 7, so I really don't have the right. I'm excited to get married someday. I think it'll be really good for me, like creatively, because it'll open up a whole new avenue of things for me to talk about on stage. Namely, my wife and how much I fucking hate her. Seems to be standard in the industry. Like, I can't wait to be like, I hate my wife. She's a bitch, and I hate her. And she's just like, honey, I thought you wanted me to help you workshop jokes. Women always be twisting your words. I think it'll be soon. I met my soulmate the other day, and I know it seems bold to stand on stage and publicly announce to a room full of strangers that someone you barely know is your soulmate. But I can do it, because I'm confident, I know her, I know she doesn't care enough to watch my stand-up. She's still the one. I'm working on it. Standards for the one have kind of gone down substantially in the realm of like modern and online dating. Like, people talk about that a lot, but what they fail to consider is that when you're gay and the pool is so much smaller, the bar is somehow even lower. And for someone like me who's religious and gay, as I noted, I'm Catholic and gay, it's great. I would really recommend it if you want everyone to be mad at you all the time. The bar is somehow even lower. I remember being a little kid and I'd be like, Grandma, how'd you know that Grandpa was the one? She'd be like, well, we were horseback riding in Montana, among the freshly fallen snow. And your grandfather saw a single rose among a thorn-ridden bush and insisted on picking it for me. And I said, Harrison, no. Don't subject yourself to harm for the sake of my own vanity. But he did, and as his bloodied hand handed me that single rose, that's when I knew that this man was put on earth to love, cherish, and protect me, forever and ever. I was like, wow, Grandma, that is super beautiful. But when my grandkids asked me, Grandma, how'd you know she was the one? I was like, well, I told her I was Catholic and she didn't immediately unmatch me. That's when I knew she was the one option that I had. I'll find it though. A girl saw me tell that joke once and she did not like it. She said, I feel like it's funny on stage, but in real life, mostly very concerning. I said, you are part of the problem, this is why I hate the gays. They always keep trying to tell me I got something called internalized homophobia. Internalized homophobia sounds fucking gay. Could not be me. And I think American culture is a little bit too permissive. Because sometimes people will hear me say something like that. People I barely know, and they'll come up to me and they'll be like, Emma, you need to go to therapy. Why the fuck is that okay? I want to move somewhere where it's unacceptable to look me in the eye. I don't want anyone to look at me or know anything about me, and that is why I do stand-up comedy. You know, a lot of people have been worried about getting sick recently, getting quarantined. Recently, I was in something of a quarantine myself. Except I didn't have coronavirus. I had corona fever. That's right, alcoholism. I got sent to detox. And before I realized the potential for humor, I didn't want to publicly announce that I got sent to detox. So I just told everyone I went to jail. And a lot of them, when they found out the truth, were like, Emma, you can't keep telling people you went to jail. But actually, I can. The inside really changed me. I remember the first night, I look out of my cell, and I saw a boy I went to high school with. And it was like running into your long-lost twin in the wild. I was like, John? And he was like, Emma? Did you get Baker-acted? I was like, you better believe I got Baker-acted. Did you get Baker-acted? He was like, hell yeah. We dap each other up, you know, everyone there was 20 years older than us because accomplishing alcoholism by 20 is impressive. Anyways, they sent him to a year of residential, so pour one out for the soul still on the inside. You know? I was like, see you at the 5-year reunion when we're both in for schizo. Going to detox is fun. They don't let you bring anything in there. Like not even your own hygiene products like toothpaste or mouthwash. Instead, they give you their own that are all plainly labeled with alcohol-free and prominent writing. Like, come on. Like, I know you think I'm an alcoholic, but I'm not gonna drink mouthwash to get a light buzz in detox. Please leave me my dignity. And then by night 2, I'm like, what are the odds that label's bluffing? It wasn't. You know when you're getting gaslighted? Psych, no you don't. A lot of times I want to die. And then I think to myself, hey now, cut it out. What would Jesus do? And it never helps. That was kind of his thing. I know you guys have heard me tell all these jokes and you've probably been thinking to yourself 2 things. Number 1, she's hot. Number 2, she's a dick. And you're right on both accounts. But I want you to know that this isn't me when I'm on stage. You know, this is a persona. I'm on stage, I'm the persona. I'm off stage, I'm Emma. And the persona, yeah, she sucks. She's the worst. She's arrogant, she's got a big head, she thinks she's better than everyone. But Emma's just the hilarious genius who crafted that persona. And that's all I have to say to you guys tonight. Have a great one.